to have you with us from Orlando, Florida. And what a night for college football in the stadium known as the Bounce House. The UCF Knights are ready to open another season. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Knights offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Jackson gonna throw it. He'll pull it down and run. He's gonna have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space, it's Nixon. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to back and leaves it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So Jacksonville State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a beast, but I would argue this, Reese. You need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on 2nd down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback got it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. On the run, it's Nixon. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run for it. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Wimsatt. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Finding an escape route. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. The Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Jackson will throw. Slips away. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Looking for the score. Touchdown Knights. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by a field goal over Wyoming. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. About to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Orlando. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
The Knights will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. If If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Pulls it in. It's Burke. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Going to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's out past the 35. Stumbled to the ground. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Give to the running back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Makes the catch, it's Cook. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the move, it's Cook. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Pulls and fires complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The option look. The pitch. Got enough for the 1st. Turning it on! And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nixon. Touchdown, UCF! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Knights! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 6 over Wyoming. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Here's the pressure. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. That's reeled in. It's Cook. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offense finally gets something together and gets on the scoreboard. It's not over yet, but this is a good sign, man. They got the positive momentum. See if they can build on this, even though we're in the 4th quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Trying play action. Unleashes one. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw. It's Wimsatt. Makes the catch. It's Baldwin. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Shakes off the defender. The offense will quickly use a timeout. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Recksteiner. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the DB right with him to knock it away. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Recksteiner. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Baldwin.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Back to pass. It's Wimsatt. Here comes the heat. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's got it. 1st down and more. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Baldwin. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. After this, it'll be a wrap.
It's now second and goal.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Jacksonville State! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a